Mistake by VAR. So they did like a. And who's that? Akanji.
Yeah. My only question would be, how do we know this is legit? Why is this? Why should I believe this, but not the UEFA's one?
So you mean the UEFA one that was made during the game?
Exactly. Yeah. Why should I believe this instead of that?
Because that was made like quickly, I guess.
Okay.
So maybe the especially because it's so tight that maybe like sometimes they want to get the answer as quickly as possible. But like this one was like they sat down, took their time, and saw that it was. I mean, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter.
Yeah. I've got a theory, yeah, and I posed it on Reddit, and I was met with severe backlash. But I want to pose it here for the offside. Yeah, obviously, I'm sure you heard about like the idea of more of a daylight rule, where if any part of the attacker is in line with the defender, it should be given as a goal. I don't buy into that. I don't think that's right. But I think what they should introduce is more of a margin for error, where it's not as far as daylight as like there needs to be a clear gap, but something like where you have this degree of offside, where let's say this offside is 2 centimeter or 2 millimeter, whatever it is, level of offside, where it's just the tip of his kneecap. I think if you introduce a level of what's the word, like sort of like a grace, like a bigger margin for error, basically, where like you have like a safe zone. So we don't want to see like 2 millimeter offside goals ruled out. So if you increase that sort of margin for error to 5 millimeter, then it's given, and I think for the argument that, what if it's just what if it's 6, so if it's above the 5 millimeter sort of zone of error, then there you would have like it would be more clear. So I think it would be clear enough to where you can understand the offside. But if it's inside the 5, then I think it's close enough to where you give the benefit of doubt to the attacker.
I mean, they've been talking about a rule change, DJ, when it comes to offside. I like this, DJ, because it's fair. We know exactly what they're talking about, whether it is 1 centimeter or not. Like it's exactly. Because imagine, DJ, you're in a team and you're like, that's offside. I know it's 1 centimeter, but it's offside. So I don't know. I don't know if that would make that bigger. I think maybe we would have similar problems still. Like people would still be complaining about it.
What would the complaints be though?
As you said, like if the maximum is 5 centimeters extra leverage, or if it's 6 centimeters, and then people will just be complaining the same way.
But then if it's 6, okay, 2 things to answer that question. So 1, if it's 6, I think the offside would actually might be clear enough to where you can see why it's off. But with this one here, like if you look at that still image there, I think most of us see that and think, yeah, that's onside. He's level, So let's say, like I said, let's say he's 3 millimeters offside. So if the safe zone was 5 millimeters, then he would be on. But I think if he was 7 or 6 millimeters onside, I think that offside would be a little bit clearer. So we would sort of see that, if you get what I'm trying to say.
So you want to do it more like eye test wise, aka how it used to be.
Yeah, like
that if it's such a small margin that a normal eye can't see it, you would.
If I'm being fully honest, I actually think, and this doesn't make any sense, but I think VAR offside should be eye test. I think it should be you get a still image, you try and find the best angle you can, and have the linesman or whoever you want just look at that image and see, does that look off? No, it's not off, and then you decide off that. Like obviously that wouldn't really work, but I think theoretically that might be the most practical one.
So then it's like classical referees, just that they have a still image.
Exactly that. Yeah.
Okay. I mean, the old heads, the unks, the ones that are against the marginalization of football, they would like that.
Yeah, I that wouldn't really work because, like, the eye test, your eyes can deceive you. But I actually think I like that idea, because I feel like, especially when you think about the spirit of the law, what offside was invented for. I think being able to clearly see something's offside should be a part of it when you really think about it.
But what do you think about the new offside rule then?
The daylight one? So
What's the
basically,
daylight?
like if any part of the attacker's body is in line with the defender, he's onside. So it would have to be a clearing, you know?
No, that's not the new one.
Are you talking about Wenger's one?
Yeah.
Wait, what's Wenger's one then?
So Wenger's one, I think the best way would be for me to draw here.
Okay.
So yeah, all right. This is player one. This is the defender, all right.
Okay, yeah. You can put the
And
attacker
then
in green if you want, yeah. Or blue, whatever you
and
want.
then and then here's the attacker.
Okay. So like pretty much in line.
Yeah.
No, not in
Is
line,
he
but like
okay,
shame sort of
is
shadow and body kind of thing.
here? Is he offside now? Yes,
Yeah,
you see?
he's offside. Yep.
Slightly offside.
Yeah,
The
slightly.
new rule
This would be
is
onside.
the opposite. So let's do this again.
Okay.
Draw him here. The new one is like this. Is this guy offside?
Yeah, he's offside, right? Wait,
No,
so
not
sorry,
according to the new rules. The new rules say
because of
as
the
long
foot.
as you have a millimeter
Yeah, in
on
line
the
with the
defender,
yeah.
you're still onside. So it's legit the opposite. Now it's if you have a little 1 centimeter pushing the defender, it's offside. Now, as long as you have 1 centimeter with the defender, you're onside.
Yeah,
And
bro,
Wenger
that's what I
wants
said. That's what I said. If the attacker has any part of their body behind
okay,
the
okay.
defender, yeah, that's what I said.
So this is what they want to do.
Yeah,
I think one thing he obviously has to do with it will lead to more
goals.
offensive stuff.
Yeah,
Doing an offside trap will be way much tougher. And
yeah,
I would say it has a little bit to do with the NBA, DJ. The NBA since the 90s has modified the sport a lot to make it more goals, more about offense than defense. Because if you
yeah,
compare like the Euro League to NBA, the NBA is way more about offense, more regulations. You can like it's harder, it's easier to give away fouls and so on. I think that's what football will also start doing, especially with football viewers going down.
okay.
Uh,
Yeah, I don't like this. Like that's not football, you know. Like that's just that doesn't work. I think if anything, now you're overcorrecting it too far the other way. You know, so I think
yeah.
right now I think attackers are penalized too much because it's not. I don't think the way the rules work now is in line with the spirit of the law of offside. But I think this way is just nah. That's not that's not the way forward either.
No, I do agree. What this one feels like is the goalkeeper on his foot on the line penalty thing. Penalties
Mm.
are already difficult, DJ.
Yeah,
They
exactly.
make them more difficult
Even
for the
more difficult.
goalkeeper.
Yeah.
You should make it more harder for the player.
Hmm.
Now that you can make it harder for the striker because sometimes DJ, like why the penalty was introduced, DJ, was for the opposition team to give away a foul, to not give away a goal. It's like
Yeah.
in the NBA. Sometimes you foul so that they don't get the confirmed 2 points, so
Yeah.
that maybe they miss their free throws.
Yeah.
That doesn't really happen in football. The majority of penalties are like mistakes or something. Have we ever seen like a tactical penalty given away? No.
I mean, there was one. A
If,
certain, a
if you
certain.
got out,
No, Lord, I think that was a free kick. I was talking about the Suarez one.
no, but I'm saying like the defender actually tackles the player to give a pen,
Oh, okay. No,
but
no.
that
Yeah. Oh,
like he thinks
yeah.
maybe he will miss it.
Yeah.
Oh, oh,
You
oh
wouldn't give a.
no, you
You wouldn't give
mentioned
a.
him.
Who?
Wait, when you said Suarez, what did you mean?
I meant like Suarez against Ghana, like when he handballed it.
Oh, okay. No, yeah, my bad, my bad. I was thinking PSG when you said Suarez. But
Oh,
no, that's a perfect one. Yeah, that's a
yeah,
perfect one.
yeah,
And I think if penalties maybe had like a 50% success rate, that would be a nice thing in football where
yeah.
a defender can give away a pen and that there is a large percentage the player might miss it.
Right. No, yeah. I don't like to go back to the offside thing. I don't think that's the way forward. Like obviously my sort of margin of error theory, that's never gonna happen. But I think that's closer to the right way to do it than this daylight rule or the Wenger offside.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Although one thing though, if this did get introduced, I wouldn't mind calling it Arsen's Law. I think that would be pretty cool. Like just that would be the name of it,
I would take that.
like
But
Wenger's Law.